Hi Leo, and welcome to Esotera Tarot. My name is Lydia, and today I am pulling energies and messages for the sign of Leo for the month of November. As usual, I set the intention for these readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, Leo, then don't worry about it. Just pop over to one of my other videos, check one of your other placements. I'm sure you'll find yourselves in there somewhere. So Leo, how you doing? How you been? Today we're going to check out your November, see what's coming up for you guys. We're going to do a Celtic cross. I think it's the best spread for doing a comprehensive overview of the month. We'll start on this side of the board with the crossing. See what energies you're currently dealing with, what's been going on in your recent past, what is it you're thinking about and what you're focusing on. We'll then move over to this side of the board and we will go into the pathway. Now the pathway just shows up any obstacles, challenges and triumphs you may experience during the month of November. And if you hang on to the end, we will be doing a December sneak peek just into the first week of December, guys, just to give us a little bit of a flavour, okay? So if you are ready, Leo, and you're ready to rock and roll, so am I. We're just going to jump straight in. Sorry, my fringe is kind of doing weird stuff today, so just bear with me so I can see. Okay. There you are, Leo. Looking lovely as usual. Okay, right. So Spirit, can you please show me Leo for the month of November? That was a bit of a dodgy shuffle. Let's do that one again. Okay, Leo, can you show me Leo, please? For the month of November, my lovely Leos. What's coming ahead for my lovely Leos? For my Leos, please. Show me Leo. Can you show me Leo, please? Leo. Okay. Couple of shuffles there, Leo. See what's coming up for you. What's going on? Oh, okay, two. They came out at the same time. The Five of Swords. Oh, no wonder they came out at the same time. This seems urgent. I'm crossing you the Page of Swords. Oh. Now, I don't know if this is someone else in the Page of Swords energy or if this is you, basically wrestling free from some kind of conflict. I don't know. Okay, right. In the energy that exits is the Five of Cups. So that's good, right? I think you're resolving some kind of long-held grudge or something like that. And bear with me, we're only at the beginning here. Let's get the whole picture, Leo, before we jump to conclusions. And the hidden energy, we've got the Two of Cups. Okay, there's another energy here. I mean, of course there's going to be. Who else? In the Crown, we have the Six of Pentacles. Are you arguing over like resources or something with someone? And in your focus, you have the Magician. Oh, you want to do something, the other person's not quite on board or something like that. Or maybe you're just getting gone, Leo. Maybe you're like, enough is enough, and off you fly. I say that because the Page of Swords is the crossing. And it's also almost coming across like an energy separating itself from another energy or another group of energies by power of will. It's not being kicked out of this group, but leaving of your own accord, that sort of thing. I'm also noticing we have no wands yet, Leo. That's not like you, okay? It's cups, it's swords, it's some pentacles. It's over something real, tangible that you can see, hear, smell, touch, taste. That's Six of Pentacles. It's about an equal give and take, but at least that's what's on your mind. We will clarify further, Leo, so I will get down to the actual details. And we're just getting a shallow feel of the energies, a general vibe, as it were. Okay, right. I'm going to jump over into the crossing and see what might be coming ahead for you. Again, we will clarify the crossing as well. This is an in-depth reading, Leo, so sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea or coffee, whatever floats your boat. Okay, so in your higher self advice, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. In the energy that surrounds you, and you might not be aware of it, we've got the Nine of Swords. And then in the hopes and fears, we have the Queen of Cups. And then in the outcome, we have the Page of Wands. So there you are. Finally. Okay, we've got a wand. We've got one little solo wand, which tells me overall, no matter what you're going through, Leo, you'll get back to yourself, which is good. You've been a bit distracted lately. You've been taken off course, off path to deal with other energies. You've got quite a few energies around you at the minute, actually. Something about here on your high self-advice, you've got to work at it if you want it. I don't know what it is. We will find out when we clarify. You're worried about it, though. Nine of Swords, you're in your head, which will explain why we've got no wands. Your wands energy is in your heart, Leo. It's in your essence, your soul, okay? I mean, we're all a balance of all the energies, don't get me wrong, but you're a fire sign, so in fire elements you do pretty good. Don't really like seeing you in swords, if I'm honest. That's air and fire, combust. Yeah. But who knows? Let's see. Right, so who wants to come out to clarify Leo, please? We're getting the Art Nouveau again. Been jumping out for quite a few people. Okay, so I'm going to jump in and clarify that Five of Swords. I just want to see what that's about before I can, run away with myself. I mean, I could sit here doing educated guesses. I mean, I've got a general energy. I know what the energy is saying, but I want the details. I want the details. I want you to come away with something from this reading, Leo. So let's see. Right, the Five of Swords, please. The Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, please, for Leo. What's going on there? Could we please clarify the Five of Swords for Leo in the current energy? The Five of Swords reversed. Oh, no. Have you been stuck in a loop? The Chariot. Sorry, this is a very, very kind of like detailed Chariot. So I need to cover up the tatters. You know what it'd be like here on YouTube these days. And then we have the Six of Swords. Give me a second. I've got two contesting energies here. Two contesting energies. You want to leave, someone doesn't want you to. There's a push and pull. You two are not on the same page with somebody else. You're like, you want to go that way, they want to go that way. Then you want to stay together, maybe one of you doesn't. You're not agreeing somewhere. And you're both coming at it with exactly the same energies, like almost opposing energies, like you're cancelling each other out in a way. Because they've got the Five of Swords, you've got the Five of Swords. I don't see anyone backing down. I do see one energy coming out on top though. I have a feeling that's you. I do. But it's only little. It's like you see, like, in the fray of the chaos of what's going on with you and this other energy, or energies, could be multiple people. It's like you see a little gap, a little bit of peace for a split second, and you take it and you get out of there. Kind of like a stealth move, a bit like that. But let's clarify that Page of Swords. Let's just confirm that, shall we? 1 second. You really want to move on from it, though. You are tired of this. Yeah, Hanged Man. Okay. The Page of Wands. Yeah, that's your little stealth attack there. And the King of Cups. Yeah. You love whoever this is loving this connection, and you are open. But at the moment, you are not budging on whatever it is that you want to accomplish or achieve with them. And your point of view, you want to put your point of view across. You feel like you're not being heard. You feel like you're not being seen. So, even though the love is there, it's kind of hidden under Page of Wands energy, which is like, it's only like a small opening, a gap. I just kind of keep giving the image of a little gap. And the gap, it's hard to describe because I can't really see what's surrounding the gap. I can't see what's causing the commotion. All I can see is just like a little slither of light, like almost like hope. Like a little bit of hope that there's going to be a resolution to this, a way forwards. Because you feel stuck dealing with whatever crap this is. Okay, let's go on that Five of Cups in the exit. Five of Cups in the exit. It's almost like you're like, I can't even be bothered to feel bad about this anymore. You had the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. You're like, you are racking your brain, at least you were racking your brain on how you could have brought some kind of resolution to this, some stability to the situation. You tried many options, Leo. You picked one, you thought that was going to work, and you went ahead and did that, and it kind of, you didn't get the results you wanted. I don't know if it made it worse or better. All you're showing me is what you did not get the results that you wanted, or at least you are identifying exactly why you are dissatisfied in this connection with whoever this is. Now, I don't know who this is to you. I will clarify the Two of Cups now, see if I can get a bit of a better idea. But at the moment, it could be a friend, a lover, a spouse, a neighbour, the guy who works in the bakery. Yeah, hang on, we've got the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Not only did you try and leave this energy, or at least the energy is in the hidden position, so it's almost like a dangling threat of like, I am about to be absolutely done with this. But it's not even just like I'm done and walking off. You are good doing it with flair, Leo. You are slamming the door. You're making sure they know you are done. That's incredibly important for some reason. You're making a bit of shut. You're like, get out. Now, I'm not saying you're being dramatic. I'm just saying there's a lot of pizzazz. That's where all your Wands energy is. Your Wands energy is being put into leaving whatever this is for you, because it's just causing headaches. You tried to resolve it peacefully. You know, you were like, let's put some options on the table. Seven of Cups. Let's choose one. Ace of Swords. King of Pentacles. Let's restore some stability to the situation. I think it was just thrown back in your face or something like that. So you were like, I am so close to being done. So close. I don't think you've done it yet because it's the Ace of Wands. It's kind of like a new beginning. So if you have left this person, it was not that long ago. It's also sitting in the hidden energy. So I'm not convinced you have. It could also be them, but I don't think it is. I think it's you. But I could be wrong in that. If it is, switch these energies as you see fit, Leo. Your intuition counts here as well. Probably more so than mine, okay? Especially if you read cards. You know, you can see what they are, well, more or less. Okay, I'm going to get the Six of Pentacles. I keep wanting to say the 8 for everything. The Six of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands, there we go. I mean, I know I asked you for fire energy, Leo, but can we calm down? Oh, Jesus, the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Did somebody tell you something? It's like you didn't know something and everything was fine, and then as soon as you got some communication, you're just like up in arms about something. Like you received some bad news over something that you were expecting, something that you were invested in. You're expecting a return on it. I don't know if it's directly from this other energy. I think so, because you seem to have beef with them. And you're like, no, I am not putting up with this. But not in a bad way. It's in an empowering way. You know, you're not throwing your toys out the pram here, Leo. I can see you're actually looking at this kind of in a detached way. You're trying to be very logical and very fair. And somewhere in this situation, you feel like you're being treated unfairly, but that's only come in as a result of some kind of communication to you, something that you were previously unaware of. Okay, that's it. Eight of Swords speaks about not really being aware of your surroundings, being blind, she's blindfolded, really just trusting her gut. So you may have had a gut feeling there was something off. Then we've got the Knight of Swords, very quick, fast, sharp communication, and then suddenly Knight of Wands, boom, out of there. Over the Six of Pentacles, something real in your environment that is it should be equal, or at least according to you, you're showing me this should be equal and it's not equal. I feel like you've come up short and you're not happy about that. Okay, right, I'm going to go into the Magician. So the Magician makes sense now. So you're like, well, okay, I'll do it myself. Is that kind of thing? I'll do it myself. Right. Right, okay, can we get the Magician, please? Can we please clarify that Magician? The Magician, please, in the focus. The Magician in the focus, please, for Leo. The Magician in the focus. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Are we reversed? It came out reversed. I'll take it reversed. The Hermit, yeah. Death. Yeah, you're just like, I'm doing myself then. I'm not seeing you ending the connection. Despite death being on the table, perhaps some of you, but no, death is more coming across as like this needs to change, and you're for some reason feel that you're the person responsible to make the change. Something to do about your long-term stability with this person or without them, I'm not sure, but it's your long-term stability, your investments, your time, your precious resources, Leo. And you're like, well, I'll go it alone then. I'm going to make some great changes here. Everything needs to change about your stability, your surroundings. Don't know what news you had, but you're like, I'll just do it myself. I'll sort myself out. Don't worry about me. I love you, but for now, I gotta leave you, at least temporarily, just to do something. I don't know. I just see you tempted to leave. I don't see you actually leaving though. I think you're just like, right, last ditch attempt. Let me try and resolve this. You don't take it all on your shoulders there, Leo. But then again, I don't know the details of the situation. Maybe it will come out in the pathway. Right, who wants to clarify for Leo for the pathway? I think the Wandering Star wants to come out for you guys. I'm letting the decks do what they want for the monthly readings. When I'm in private one-to-one readings, I pretty much use whatever jumps out at me. Very intuitive in that way. When I do the collective readings, I stick to the same format because, you know, I'm a Libra rising. I like everyone to have the same. But monthly readings, it's because it's kind of a big read. It's in depth. I just allow the cards to do whatever they want. So don't worry if different placements you see are using different cards to clarify. It's no problem, Leo. But some cards want to speak to other signs on other days. Okay, Wandering Star deck, please can you let us know about the Eight of Pentacles and Leo's higher self-advice. You're putting something to work about your environment and you're doing it without somebody else who would normally be with you doing it. Some of you might be leaving them entirely. Even though I'm not seeing that strongly, I'm getting little hints. I think it's just you at the end of your tether with something. I don't know. I need to free myself from this. I can do this by myself. I'm fine. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad. I'm glad that, Leo. And you are fine. I mean, you know. That's about Leos. When you want to get something done, you get it done. Right, okay. Very committed, Leos are. Very committed. Right, can I get the 8 of Pentacles, please? The 8 of Pentacles. Please clarify the 8 of Pentacles and the Higher Self Advice. We have the High Priestess in reverse. Ooh, don't like her in reverse. 5 of Pentacles and the Empress. Okay, Leo, so you start working in a direction that feels very counterintuitive to you. Now, I don't know if it's because you're used to having this other energy with you, so it's going to take a little while for you to get used to it. You are showing me a lot of confidence over the process, though, Empress. Or Emperor, male or female. It's just the energy, right? It's just the expression of being sure and true to yourself and confident in your endeavour. However, I think that you are instinctively missing this partnership, because then it comes up with 5 of Pentacles, which is like, it's almost like you having to do the work of 2 people, or you're missing. I don't know if you're missing them just because you miss their company or something like that, or it would be more helpful if you had more help. There's something here about you being disconnected from your intuition, or at least this. I'm not getting that. I'm getting it's more like the presence of the other person, which you feel, because you do love them. We've got the King of Cups here. You do feel, if this is someone that you've known for a long time, you do feel a very deep connection, almost a very spiritual connection to them. And it's almost like you've got to put that aside just for a second to get to work on something. Something that you're going to be proud of that you've done once it's achieved, but you're going to be like, it's a bit of a struggle without them being here. That the 5 of Pentacles and the High Priestess is, they feel very much more tied than the Empress. The Empress is speaking to the 8 of Pentacles. So you're more than capable of doing this thing by yourself. More than capable of doing it. But I think on an emotional level, you're going to feel a little bit sad. Like, I wish they were with me. I wish we'd have worked this out. I wish I didn't have to do this by myself. There might be a little bit of resentment, a bit of negative energy. But there is also something about this process that you're not seeing with the High Priestess being in reverse. Okay? This is part of your soul development in some way, but you do not see that. Okay. Right, well, at this time. You will later. Right, can we get the 9 of Swords, please? The 9 of Swords. Can we clarify the 9 of Swords, please? 10 of Swords. Ooh. The Lovers. Okay. The Knight of Swords. There is the energy of an ending hovering over this. If you end with this energy, whoever it is, I think you may be showing me rebuilding almost your life, but I'm not seeing the Tower. I've seen death, but I'm not seeing the Tower or the world. I don't know why it feels very temporary. I'm not just saying that to appease you, Leo. I wouldn't say that. If it's over, it's over. I just tell you it's done. You're walking away. But I'm not getting that too much. I'm getting hints of it. So for a small part of the collective, this may just be over. You walk away. For others of you, you get extremely close. Something about what this other person has told you. Because there's that Knight of Swords again, and you reacting very strongly to the Knight of Swords up here, which is communication. This is confirming it's come from another energy. It's almost about being over 10 of Swords, and it puts you right into 9 of Swords head space. So no wonder you're offline with your intuition. You're in a very chaotic emotional state at the moment, Leo, over you and this other connection. And some of you will either just deliberate, is this when we walk away? Others of you are like, this is when I walk away. Okay. Alright, can I get the Queen of Cups? Okay, I'm getting a vibe already off the Queen of Cups. This is a powerful one. This is the energy that... This is in your hopes and fears. I think some of you hope that there's resolution in this, and others of you are almost afraid of the healing process, because it would mean you'd have to go through and process everything that you've just been through. And I get that, Leo. Yeah, 9 of Swords. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles and... The Ace of Wands, yeah, it's almost like you're having to go and look at your life, what you've built with this person. I don't know who this is. I'm very getting like spouse, or at least that spousal status, long-term partnership. Could be a job. Maybe there's a job you're fed up of. It could apply. But I think this is a person. You're showing me something like, it's the energy of like, it needs to be done. It needs to be done. That's the Ace of Wands. I'm not getting this as an exciting Ace of Wands. I'm getting this as a transformative Ace of Wands. It's got a snake on it. This one's about transformation. Snake's all about transformation. Over the Ten of Pentacles. Now the Ten of Pentacles here features a couple. And the Ten of Pentacles. Right? The Ten of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite. I mean, we had it out here. Or was it the Art Nouveau one? I think it was the Art Nouveau one we had. It's normally all the pentacles at the front, and then there's like just various people at the background, which hints to a family, a broader family. This seems more like two individuals, but between you, you built a family, a house, a home, somewhere that you share. And the Nine of Swords is something like you're ruminating over that. So now I don't know if it's a case of the person you're dealing with put you in a situation where you may be at risk of losing the stuff that you built, so you're taking it upon yourself to try and save it, because this person is not incapable. And I could understand why you'd think that, Leo, because if they created the mess, then you don't really trust them to clean it up. For others of you, it's a separation, and the Ten of Pentacles here is just representing the amount of time you've spent with this person, and you would feel like you're rebuilding after that. And there is a fear, yeah, in the Queen of Cups. Because once you get in this situation, once you reach Queen of Cups, it's actually going deep into your heart and your soul and seeing exactly what went wrong. And then when you do that, Leo, not you, general you, it can feel like you wasted so much time. That is not the case. No time is wasted. Not a moment of your life is wasted. If it feels wasted, it means that there's a lesson in there that is yet to be learned and applied in the future. It's almost frightening you to go to the Queen of Cups, because I bet there's a lot in there that you need to get and process. And it looks like a heavy, heavy load. It does. But if anyone can do it, Leo, it's you. Alright, can I get the Page of Wands? You do open up here, though. This flipped round. Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this may be the end of a soul bond here. The Six of Wands in the reverse. We're not reversed. King of Swords in the upright, detachment. For many of you, you may have been clinging on to this for a little while, and now you're coming around to the idea that this may have to close. At least for now. Okay, so the King of Swords is very serious conversations. Truths being revealed, had, said, discussed, processed, right? There's a truth back here that is ruminating in your mind. Something that you did not know before. It came from this other energy that you're dealing with. The Six of Wands is something that you are... I just want to say you want to hide it. Or you want to hide. So that's your energy, Six of Wands. Up there you were Six of Wandsing it out of the building. Yeah, it's a different Six of Wands. This is Six of Wands being in reverse here. It's almost like you're hiding it, or you don't want people to know you're going through this. You want to keep it very hush-hush, on the down low. Right? You don't want to go up to the world and go, I'm leaving them. I'm, Leo's open for business again. You're not doing that. You want to keep this very close to home. Sort it between you and this other energy, or just within yourself even. There might even be things that you don't even want to share with the other energy at this time. You might be taking time away from yourself. And then the Six of Cups in reverse, and you saw when it came out, it reversed itself. It was not reversed in the deck. It reversed itself. The temporary or permanent severing of this connection that you've been with. But you do open up. There is hope here, the Page of Wands. But I think that's you opening up to the fact that at least extreme healing needs to be put over this connection, or you need to walk away and you need to heal yourself, because this is not serving you anymore. And I think most of you are looking at, not that you're blaming yourself, but you're acknowledging that you've been betrayed in a way. Not necessarily, because people say betrayal, they think third party, not necessarily that. Maybe for some of you, but I'm not getting that. I'm more like, it's so tied up with your family life, your home life. Perhaps. Some of you, it could be, maybe the other person had a huge debt you didn't know about. Now the house is in danger. That sort of thing. And then it's getting you to question who it was that you have been attached to this entire time, and how things could have gotten to this point. And it's a scary thing to look at, it is. Right, I'm going to jump into the first week of December. I want to unpack this more, and I want to spend more time on it, Leo, because this is huge, devastating. I'm conscious of the time though. I have to stick within my limits. So I'm going to clarify the first week of December, but I'm going to do a little extra something for you, Leo. Okay, right. Can I just clarify the first week of December? Can we see what's going on there? First week of December for Leo, please. First week of December for Leo. The first week of December. First week of December, please. Ace of Arrows. Okay, you had the Ace of Arrows back there, interestingly. The Nine of Vessels, Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. And the King of Arrows again. Okay, right. So the first week of December rolls around after what looks like a painful month, Leo, and it actually looks like good news. Another conversation is had at that first week. Someone comes forth with pure honesty, openness, and hope to begin again, hope to rebuild, hope to at least talk about it. I'm not seeing building happening. I'm not seeing you accepting yes or no. I'm seeing wish fulfillment. Someone has wish fulfillment here, and they want to keep talking about it. They want to keep you in the loop somehow. What you do about that, I don't know. I'm just going to clarify a few of these though, because I would like to get a bit more details for you. Do you know what? I'm going to get the above deck. This one's been wanting to come out. We might go a little bit over for yours, Leo. Hope that's all right with the other signs. Can you please just get another card for that Ace of Arrows? What is that about? The Ace of Arrows. The Ace of Arrows. It's more also about looking at what makes you happy. You get a bit of space to do that, Leo, which is really nice. Throne of Fire, King of Wands. Nine of Vessels. Yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is actually a calendar year in this deck as well. And the Ace of Cups, brand new emotional beginning. I think you're going to go through a period of separation with this person, starting with December. I see them coming to you to having a conversation about whether or not it can be saved. And I think, and this is not me telling you what to do, Leo, and this is you telling me on the cards, that you say, yeah, perhaps in the future, but right now there needs to be a time of separation because you need to get back to what it is that makes you happy, and you need to put yourself first. You need to make sure you are stable. You want to put all your energy in that. And some of you may suggest up to a year's separation, because you need to find your happiness again, because you've not felt this in a while. You may have not known the exact truth of the matter, but you felt something for a while. Eight of Swords. So something wasn't right. And then we have the King of Wands under the Ace of Swords. So the person that you're dealing with is going to come towards you. It's going to be kind of sudden. It's almost like a panicked feeling on their behalf. Of like, oh God, I'm losing Leo. I'm really losing Leo. But you go back to your happiness and you're showing me a year. I need a year to find my happiness again. Okay, with that, Leo, I'm going to give you some universal advice. Can we get some universal advice for Leo, please? Some universal advice. A universal advice for Leo, please. Universal advice. Heavy one, Leo. I know. Heavy one. I don't like giving these readings, but then on the same time I do like giving them because, you know, it gives you a heads up, it gives you a bit of a warning, it gives you a head start on the situation. And I prefer you to give you the bad news and you have the relevant information available to you for while this was unfolding, then you just be left in the dark trying to scramble around figuring out what's going on. If I can give you, consider this like a little bit of torchlight in what might be a bit of a dark tunnel for a while. But you're going to be fine. You're going to come out the other side of it. You got this. You're busting it. Your energy's all over the place in a good way. Right, advice for Leo, please. Ace of Stones, new beginnings. That's also a card of finances. So if this is a quarrel over finances, you're going to be fine. Thank God. Okay, King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is had a detrimental impact on how you feel towards this other energy, whatever it is they've done. And then the Four of Stones, protection. You are protected, Leo. You are going to be absolutely fine. Thank goodness. What happens to the romance, love and connectivity of this connection, I don't know. It seems like the person attached to you has brought this on themselves, so it's up to them to fix that. It's about gaining your trust again, about expressing that love again. And part of you is going to be a little bit shut off because I said earlier, there's going to be a bit of an energy where you're going to look back, and that's with the Queen of Cups, but she's in the upright. What is it that I've been investing in all these years? Or months, or however. I'm getting years from this. This isn't someone you met last week. This is someone you've built stuff with. and now you're almost questioning, was any of it real? It was. Very, very real. And you're going to be very, very fine. But there's going to be a little bit of emotional turmoil along the way. Okay, Leo, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. Heavy one, but I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below and give the video a little thumbs up. I really appreciate all of your energy here, Leo. Thank you so much for chilling with me here in the Zen Den. And until the next time, guys, take care.